Code Drive, and then contacts. I made a new thumbnail for contacts.
Okay.
Facebook and YouTube. We're live.
Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh. We do so in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus the Christ. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai Barakatha Asher Shabbat. We are Hebrew chosen elect. We fellowship here in Wilmington, Delaware. If you would like to fellowship with us, please contact me on Facebook at Yakana Makabi.
Okay, say that. This is an announcement.
Okay, we'll do announcements.
Yeah. We'll pull them up.
The upcoming feast is December 26, 2024, which will be Hanukkah. It'll be December 26th to January 30th. And the next upcoming feast after that is the Feast of Purim, which will be March 14th through
no, that's the new moons on this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just lucky. I just kind of threw you in. So yeah, the next upcoming feast is Hanukkah, December 26th. Keeping the Feast of Hanukkah, December 26th. The next feast after that will be Purim. Feast of Hanukkah is a 7-day feast, or is it? And then on the
8-day feast.
Yeah, it's an 8-day total feast. So we'll be keeping it from the 26th to 8 days from there. I can't do the math right now. And then the next new moon will be observing will be December 2nd. What's today's date? November 2nd. So also the new moon, got the 8th new moon coming up the 3rd. So that'd be what, tomorrow? Today's 2nd, tomorrow. Some people already are keeping it. Masha Shala keeps it November 3rd. So, it's a feast day. So we won't be having anything tomorrow as a camp, but if you're at home, blow the trumpet, cook some extra food, really put your foot in it. It's a feast day, just like the Sabbath, except for it's more, a feast day like Feast of Tabernacles, trumpets, Hanukkah, and those like that, Feast of Purim. Next, coat drive. Coat drive.
Hebrew chosen elect will be hosting the 6th annual Give It All You Got coat drive. It says location and date to be announced. I don't know the exact date that we'll be actually doing the actual coat drive as of yet, but more than likely we'll be doing the coat drive at 24th and Market Streets here in Wilmington, Delaware. If you have any new or slightly worn coats or any winter goods you would like to donate, hit me up on Facebook, and we will let you know where you can make a donation at or drop off any donations that you would like to. Or if you would like to give any monetary donations, you can give the donation at BDanny01 at Cash App. That's BDANIE01 at Cash App, and all of your donations will be appreciated.
And location and date are still to be announced, right? You didn't came up with that. Next, we'll do contact information. So if you would like to get in contact with us, you can contact us through Facebook. My Facebook account is We Are Israel. It's on the screen. The brother Yakanai's Facebook is Brandon Daniels. On Facebook, it's also on the screen, and you can also link with us through our Facebook group, and you can join that group, which is on the screen as well, The Rise of the Chosen. So if you're new or you just already aren't linked with us on these accounts, you can friend request us at our accounts that's on the screen, and you can also request to join our Facebook group, and we'll make sure that accept your request and get you guys linked in. To follow us on YouTube or watch our old videos or even our live, like today, where we go live from YouTube and we go live also from Facebook at our different accounts. You can catch us on YouTube, though, at our YouTube page is HCE Red Pill Reality. That's what we're live on right now. And we've been going live for our Sabbath classes, HCE Red Pill Reality. You can also catch us on HCE Reloaded for old videos and possibly even new upcoming videos. So they're both on the screen. If you follow us or you're new, you want to keep up with our classes and the things we're doing, this is how you can stay linked in and in touch with us as a cat. So that's that for the announcements. Now we can get started with the class. And we're going to be picking back up in our Sabbath reading. Last week we ended at Genesis chapter 34. We read Genesis chapter 34. We'll be picking back up this week with Genesis chapter 35. The next few chapters, it's not a lot of going here and there with different books or precepts. So we'll probably be able to get through a nice little bulk of the Genesis, and I got it set for 39. So we might be able to finish it all, but if not, we'll probably be able to get through a lot of it. Usually we get through like one chapter in 2.5 hours. I think today we'll get through about these 4 chapters pretty much with ease. So everybody get your Bibles out, turn to Genesis chapter 35 from the top. If you have any questions, raise your hand, or if you're online and have any questions, just throw them into the chat and we'll try to answer. I don't like this layout. Let me go into the studio real quick. Change that. Right. So yeah, we can get started whenever you're ready.
The book of Genesis, chapter 35 and verse 1. And Yahweh said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto Yahweh that appeared unto thee, when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. Then Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments. Mm-hmm. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will go and make there an altar.
Read that verse 2 again.
Then Jacob said unto his household.
So by now, Jacob's household is what? Jacob's household is his sons, and he's also got what? Servants. He took captives of the Canaanites. He took captives of what was left of the people of Shechem. Remember, we read that last week. So his household is pretty big now. He's been blessed with servants, and he's been blessed with 12 sons. It is a big household, and the Most High has blessed him with riches, right? So Jacob said unto his household, which consisted of servants and his sons and however many his ribs, and if they had taken any by this time, this is Jacob's household. Go ahead.
And let us arise and go up to Bethel.
No, finish.
Then Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean and change your garments.
So he's letting them know to put away the strange gods and be clean and change your garments. Who knows why he's instructing his household and everybody with him to be clean, change their garments, and put away the strange gods? Who knows why? Nobody?
Yeah, like the best chat.
I don't know who's first.
So you have the best chance of survival since everybody's keeping the laws. And like he's not. Well, not going back.
The best chance of survival? No, that's not it.
Because he says that he has to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And their customs weren't his own customs.
Yeah, so he's letting them know, but he's also letting the whole family know, be clean also, and change your garments. But so why though? Why is he instructing this? Read verse 1. Verse 1 lets us know, and we're going to get some precepts on it to kind of paint the picture more clear. But read verse 1 again.
And Yahweh said unto Jacob, arise and go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto Yahweh, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother.
So God's instructing him to come up to Bethel and make him an altar. So he's going to basically, in a sense, go see the Most High. He's going to sacrifice the Most High. Actually said this, let you read verse 3. But keep going. And 3 will make it even more clear.
Verse 3. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto Yahweh, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went.
So first we're going to go back and see what Jacob's referencing with when he was in Bethel. What happened in Bethel? What's in Bethel? And now why? And see why God's telling him to go back to Bethel. So from here, let's go to Genesis chapter 28, verse 16.
The book of Genesis chapter 28, verse 16. And Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, surely Yahweh is in this place, and I knew it not. And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place? This is none other but the house of Yahweh, and this is the gate of heaven.
So he's sending him back up to this place that Jacob is acknowledged as being the house of Yahweh. So when you keep reading, actually.
Verse 17 of Salaki, verse 18. And Jacob rose up early in the morning and took the stone that he had put for his pillows and set it up for a pillar and poured oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of that place Bethel, but the name of that city was called Luz at the first.
Right. So this is where he's going back to. Bethel, the place where surely the Lord is. And when you come to approach unto the Lord, you have to do it with what? Fear and reverence, and also with a clean heart. You have to have put away the idols, like he said. Clean heart. You have to have cleaned your mind, put away sin from your thoughts and your doings, meaning change your garments. You have to put off the old and put on the new before coming to see the Lord. So he knows he's going back up to Bethel, where it's been revealed to him as the place where the Most High is chosen. He's going back and he's going to sacrifice. Everybody has to be clean in their mind and their doings, and no idols. So, a little bit more proof. Proverbs 21:27.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 27. The sacrifice of the wicked is abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind?
So the Most High don't accept of a sacrifice this of the wicked. So when we read this and we read about sacrificing animals, we gotta read more. We gotta go more into what's really being said. Sacrifice isn't always about sacrificing animals. We all strive to be a living sacrifice. And then given that living sacrifice, it's the same thing. You can't sacrifice to the Most High when you still got a lustful spirit. You can't put away from going up the block and while nobody knows about it, getting the walkers to get in your car and go around the corner. Or even just a whoremongering spirit of just running through, randoms whenever you can. You got to put those things away. You got hatred for your brothers. You carry a hateful spirit. You always want to fight or argue. Our sacrifice isn't counted if we're not putting these things off, if we're not cleaning these things out of our mind. we're not walking in the spirit, and instead we're walking in the flesh. When we come to even with our living sacrifice, it has to be done with as a new man. You got anything you want to say?
For example, like if you were celebrating these wicked holidays, you it's like representing you bringing a sacrifice to the Most High too as well. And you saying you worshiping the Most High, you're not worshiping the Most High if you going out and you celebrating Christmas, or even like you seen the other day, you seen a couple Israelites in Halloween costumes and stuff like that. Are they really coming to the Most High and bringing their heart to them on the Shabbat? Nah, because their heart's still in the world.
Or even not Israelites. You was talking about this church had
they had a haunted house in the basement.
This is people who's claiming that to be that being that living sacrifice and claiming to love God, but then at the same time doing Halloween festivities, still worshiping idols. Still, you can't mix the two, right?
And the Salakia, he told his whole household to put off the idols. So that's a prime example right there, because we all know that Halloween comes from an Italian festival, a Roman festival called Pomona, and then you bring it up even more up to date to that, it comes from a Celtic festival called Samhain, and we know that they are idols. You know what I mean? So how are you gonna bring your idols and say it's worship of the Lord and trim your ways to try to seek the Lord from the Most High? You're not gonna be able to do that.
You got brothers in the truth that's at home, and they're fighting with the wives. You got husbands and wives that's at home fighting, and the husband's out so-called doing the work. The sister's coming out, shalom and everybody, putting on the garments, but not really changing her garments on the inside. We got to change ourselves and put these things away, then present our sacrifice. Go to Judith 16 and 18.
The book of Judith, chapter 16, verse 18. Now, as soon as they entered in Jerusalem, they worshiped Yahweh. And as soon as the people were purified, they offered their burnt offerings and their free offerings and their gifts.
So before bringing your offerings and your gifts, the Most High requires that the people actually clean themselves and be purified. Go to Sirach 35 and 1. And what was Israel's problem? What was always Israel's problem? We looked at what? The sacrifice is what's pleasing to the Most High. That's always been Israel's problem. So that's why we talk about this living sacrifice. Some people think that they're getting right and they're going to get beamed up and be of the number by their sacrifice. Just because they're sacrificing their time. They're being a part of something. They're donating money. Same way as in the Christian church. But the whole time not actually putting off the things that's unpleasing to the Most High. So before offering your gifts, bringing your offerings, we have to be purified. And we see this all the way back when Jacob understood these things. You there?
The book of Sirach,
1-7.
Chapter 35, 1-7. He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough. He that taketh heed to the commandment offereth a peace offering. He that requiteth a good turn offereth fine flour. He that giveth alms sacrificeth praise. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to Yahweh, and to forsake unrighteousness is a proposition.
Right.
Thou shalt not appear empty before Yahweh, for all these things are to be done because of the commandment. The offering of the righteous maketh the altar fat, and the sweet savor thereof is before the Most High. The sacrifice of the just man is acceptable, and the memorial thereof shall never be forgotten.
See that? So even a lot of people they scoff and say that what? Y'all shouldn't keep the feast days because the Most High hated your sacrifices and your offerings and your feast days, right? And people would take that and just go with him hating it. Never really looking into what made him hate it. What made him hate it is these things were being observed and done with not clean minds. No, not changed garments. People were coming to the feast days and pretending to be brotherly, but really had hate for this one or that one. this sister really don't like her, but come to the feast day and put on a show and pretend. But then when the feast day is over, what's going on? Gossiping and murmuring, and her calling her and him calling him, and nobody even doing any really being forgiving, nobody being merciful, nobody being long suffering, none of these things. So that's what makes the Most High not accept your offering. That's what makes the Most High not accept of our feast days. So we can keep the feast days just like we've been doing, but we have to keep them with a clean mind. We have to keep them with changed garments. Was you going somewhere?
Yeah,
already going here.
No, I was going just to bring the example in Isaiah chapter 1.
All right. So where are we going? I'll pull it up.
All right.
So what are we getting an example of? Purifying your heart?
Instead of bringing the offering, keeping of the law. That's what he was tired of, like the vain oblations.
All right. You said chapter 1?
Yeah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, we'll start at verse 11, and we'll bring it down to 14. And this is just prove that the Most High was not saying not to keep the feast days and the new moons. He was saying what you were doing at the feast days and the new moons, he wasn't going to accept it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, start at verse 11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith Yahweh? I am full of burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks or lambs or of he-goats. Will you come to appear before me? Who have required this at your hand to tread my courts? Bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, that the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with it. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting, your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hateth. They are trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. Oh, we go down to 16 Salakia. And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from ye, yea. When ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes, and cease to do evil.
Go 17.
Verse 17. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless, and plead for the widow. Come. So when you come to the Most High, you got to make yourself clean, not just come with the sacrifices and think that's going to make a recompense for you. Make a recompense before you even go out and sin. Stop yourself from doing the sin.
Let's go Hebrews 10.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 1. For the law having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, can never with those sacrifices which they offer year by year continually make the comers thereunto perfect. For would they not have ceased to be offered, because that the worshipers once purged should have had no more conscience of sins. But in those sacrifices there is a remembrance again made of sins every year. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and goats should take away sins. Wherefore, when he cometh in the world, he saith, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me. And burnt offerings and sacrifice for sin thou hast had no pleasure. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O Yahweh.
So that's what it's always been about, doing the Most High's will, which is, who knows the Most High's will? I know you guys do. I want to know if y'all know what's the Most High's will. Get it.
What's the Most High's will?
Psalm 40 and 6 or 8. 8. But 6 is still on the point, though, so we can start at 6, though. But before y'all go there, I told him where to go. Y'all ain't supposed to look up. I want to know what's his will. Nobody know Yahweh's will. Oh, what you got?
How-
Yeah, that's good. Keeping the commandments, the whole duty of man, Yahweh's will, the commandments in the law. You got it. You got it. Just real quick. I ain't
Yeah,
going there on
Psalm
screen.
40 and 8, son. Read it.
Y'all should be there. Y'all was flipping pages.
He thought he was off the hook.
Why on it?
So read it.
Read it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 40, verse 8.
Read it louder so I can hear you.
I delight to do thy will, O my God.
Mhm.
Yea, thy law is within my heart.
Thy law is in my heart. So Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, they were all teaching the important thing was doing God's law.
Come.
Sacrificing, that's fine to do, but it has to be done if you're keeping his commandments. That's the only way it's accepted. Because what we read earlier, he don't need none of them things. He don't need us, to tell the truth. So that's why, like, our living sacrifice, it ain't accepted if it ain't being done while observing what he said do. Coming with a clean heart, no idols, change garments. Back to Genesis, verse 4.
Verse 4. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears. And Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem.
Mhm.
And they journeyed, and the terror of Yahweh was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. So Jacob came to Luz, which is in the land of Canaan, that is Bethel, he and all the people that were with him. And he built there an altar and called the place El Bethel, because their God appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother. But Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under an oak. And the name of it was called Alan Bakuth. And Yahweh appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Paddan Aram and blessed him. And Yahweh said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called him his name Israel.
Who remembers why he got blessed with that name, Israel?
Because he prevailed against the angel.
He prevailed against the angel. What did we find out that represented? Easy. And why are you? What did that represent? Him prevailing against the angel. What did it represent?
Yeah, faith.
No, I mean, no, kind of, but no. What did it represent? He prevailed against the angel. He fought his flesh. He fought the world. He fought the lust to sin and prevailed. And that's the duty of who? Anybody that's an Israelite, that's your job. And man, the whole duty of man is keeping commandments. But it starts first with Israel. The nations, they're supposed to come and learn from us. How can they learn without us doing it?
Come.
So it's the responsibility of Israel, if you're an Israelite, to prevail against your flesh, to deny the devil. It's we got a long way to go because most of us is still in Christianity keeping Halloween, dressing our kids up in costumes and serving the dead for some candy. Then now that's over. Now we're gonna go celebrate the slaughter of our ancestors.
Thanks, killing.
We're gonna go celebrate it, and we're gonna go make excuses when we find out that it's wrong. Talking about, well, it's just a day for us to get together. It's a day we can get together. What they say? What's the excuses they give? It's for the kids. No, that's
It's a
Halloween.
family
Yeah.
gathering.
What about Thanksgiving? It's a family gathering, or no? What I'm thinking? Oh, Mama. My fault. Mama wants us to come. Mama likes to have us come, and we just come to get together to please Mama.
And that go back to Rome too. They come from a ceremony called Sariella.
Is the Most
the
High
harvest festival.
is the Most High going to say, yeah, you know what? That's what I meant when I said honor your mama. Hell no. But us in our stupidity, us in the world, that be the excuses. That's like the main excuses. Somebody, and that's what it is. That's rejecting the word.
Come. And you got Jacob right then and there. He telling his whole household to put away the idols of the other nations, and we bringing the idols right back into our household, being the seeds of Jacob.
And it's also making man your arm. That's a major problem. We like to trust in man. That's why most of our people is in the church, because there's a man that dresses nice, he has a nice car, and he got 100 people. You out here with 3 people in the Bible and the speaker, and I'm supposed to believe you just because the Bible says it. I got this pastor that's got 100, 200 people that's following him, and he's dresses nice and got some nice car, and the lights is always paid, and Sunday worship is always there every Sunday, and there's a fish fry after where they serve us catfish sometimes. So we look at that and we see man, and we believe that man, even though he's not teaching nothing out of the Bible, we don't believe 3 people with a mic and a Bible, and they're actually reading from the Bible and cutting lies and proving what they say. We don't believe that. We don't believe that because we rather worship man instead of actually doing what God said and keeping the commandments.
Car.
And looking at the examples you see all the way back in Genesis, Jacob, the chosen man, one of the chosen men out of the whole Bible, is teaching before sacrifice, put away the idols, change your garments, clean your mind. But I'm done with that. You got anything else?
No, this is
We
well,
keep
you
going.
covered.
All right.
And God said unto him, I am Yahweh Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of their loins. And in the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac to thee.
Hold on. What verse we just read? Somebody grab my Quran. What verse we just read? It's on top of the shelf. Can you grab that?
Verse
You
11.
don't know what the Quran is.
Verse 11. Read it again, because he's reiterating what we've already heard about 10 times already.
You know what it is?
The blessings
Quran is?
going to Abraham. It's on the shelf.
Yeah, I know.
Grab it. Top shelf. I'm just going to go in there real quick and just show something more folly that we believe, our people believe. But what we're reading is another reiteration of who the blessings go to, right? About the 10th time. He's like, let us and anybody else reading this book know the blessings go to Abraham, down to Isaac, down to Jacob.
Yep, and it's a reiteration.
Is reiterating it. Now you can read it. I'm gonna be quick in here. I'm just gonna show we believe in we talking about the church in Christianity, how we doing Halloween, but then going to church tomorrow. Then the other side, our people's in what? Islam. I'm gonna show you something in there. So let's read.
On top of that, too,
that.
Islam teach about jinns and stuff like that too. But then you got Muslims out here doing trick or treating too. You invite the jinns into you too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Why is Muslims celebrating Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that.
Because now
Muhammad supposed to be your last prophet.
Because now I'm switching from Muhammad to Uncle Sam to America. I was believing Muhammad. Now I think I like what that white man doing. I like what he's teaching.
The book of Genesis 35, 10 and 11. And Yahweh said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And Yahweh said unto him, I am Yahweh Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins.
Mm-hmm.
In the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land.
So, and this also goes believe man, because you got Minister Farrakhan, great speaker. I've listened to some of the stuff, and he would go in the Bible and mostly talk the Bible, and he would talk well, and he had all these thousands of followers. And anybody that comes in new, they see the followers and they hear him talk, and they're like, man, this is it. But he's always coming out of the Bible, right? Even the Quran says, read the Bible. But then here's the deceit. The book of Surah in the Quran, 2nd Surah 2:133, it says, were ye witnesses when death appeared before Jacob? Behold, he said to his sons, what will ye worship after me? They said, we shall worship thy God and the God of thy fathers. Watch this. So who's the context is who? Jacob to his sons. And his sons are going to respond to him. And they're going to say, watch this deceit of their fathers, of Abraham, Ishmael, and Isaac, the one true God. Ishmael, is Ishmael the father of Jacob or the sons?
Absolutely not.
They sit here and they put in this book, they put Jacob, they put his sons, and then their responses of their fathers, then they throw in Ishmael.
In some incidents, they put
To him we bow.
they put both names in there.
Ishmael and Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this what
Yeah.
yeah. And that's what I'm trying to show. That in the Quran, 2nd Surah, and then you even go down to 136 and they do it again. They might do it more. I'm on it. This is my new project I'm on. Reading, like, we got the precepts that others have given us. You know, we can go and cut them and show where they say read the Bible, blah blah. But my project is to read it and mark everything that's off. To mark everything that's off. And that I just came across this the other day. That's why I didn't. Usually I put it in the lesson. I didn't. It just popped to me in my mind. I'm like, they threw in here Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, and Jacob.
But in this
The Bible
context,
never does that.
Yep, in this context, we saying it wasn't even no blessing passed down to Ishmael, except he was going to be a great nation, and it wasn't here when Jacob got the blessing and became Israel. So how is that his forefather? You know what I mean, that's falsified information. Yeah. That's them trying to write themselves in the blessing.
It's his uncle talking about their fathers.
It's a wild man.
And this is one of the garments we need to change as a people before bringing our sacrifice.
Going back to verse 11. When it says, God said unto him, I am Yahweh Almighty, be fruitful and multiply a nation. We're talking about one nation, but when it says, and had a company of nations, that's talking about the 12 tribes, which is a nation of peace. Like this confused people think it's talking about other nations outside of that 12. That's just talking about the 12 nations and the 12 sons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to clear that up.
And then you think about it, once we just multiply. That your seed shall be as the sands of the sea, right? There's even going to be nations that are even more nations that all go back to the sons. Like, I mean, you got cities that's for Levites. Once it becomes a 500,000 people, it's a what? It's a nation.
And then amongst the tribes, you had different clans too. I mean, see them broken down like that. Like, for example, the tribe Ephraim, he had under them they had a sub-tribe, the tribe Becher, and then under them they had the clan of the Tahanites. You know what I mean? So they had sub-tribes, and then they had clans under the sub-tribes as well. So it was broken down into different nations like that too as well.
Yeah, same as the Native Americans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. That was like nations on nations. That's prophecy. So we was over here and we had nations, all descended from 10 tribes that came over on boat.
This is where the confusion comes in Revelation 7 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they talk about the nations.
Yeah, all the ones that he didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the 144,000, yeah, the innumerable multitude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
exactly.
And they forget about the nation of Dan and the Jason, Reuben.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of the sons that was struck? Was it Reuben or
What? That's
Dan.
left out of the 144,000. That's left out of the top 12 tribes.
Yeah,
It was Dan that was left out.
and it was another one.
Joseph. Ephraim became Joseph.
Became two.
No, I'm talking about with the brother that slept with his father's wife.
That was Reuben, but he was
But
forgiven.
he was forgiven.
He lost, what he lost was his first firstborn status.
Okay. All right.
But he didn't. He still is one of the tribes that's of the governing body. You know, the 144,000. He didn't lose that.
Yeah.
Dan is who was left out of that. Which they're still in the innumerable multitude though.
Yeah,
because
I know they still count as that.
yeah, because but how do we know it though? Through the prophecy of Ezekiel. He also gives the end prophecy when we be back in the land, and he appoints Dan the land. But and we just gotta remember when we read the 144,000, that's the elect of Israel being the elect. We have the elect inside of being the elect.
Okay.
Dan was left out of that.
It also shows you that not only Esau at this time was contending for the birthright, but you also have
Ishmael. Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. That's also why he's in Psalms 83. He the second nemesis. Yeah, I mean, you see Esau there, but then you see
Tell you about give me worse than Philo.
Ishmael right there is the second nemesis. He want the birthright too.
and he would use his 12 princes, kings, and that power to go against us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, and he helped scatter us to sub-Saharan slave trade too. I mean, he set up shop in Zanzibar and all on the eastern part of Africa. He conquered Mauritania. He forced Islam on us. Conquered the Mali Empire. Yeah, he did all these things. Yeah, he's our second greatest nemesis. Yeah, I mean, he's plotted with Esau to put us into slavery. That's why it says they taken crafty counsel. They've taken crafty counsel. I mean, they made their gods our gods. Yep.
Yeah, we gotta get this real quick.
They definitely put their footprint on us. That's what they did.
Even Philo talked about the Arabians. Right.
Still wasn't.
Never mind. It's up in the shelf. I'll look it up online. Works of Philo on the virtues 34. Just talking about the Ishmaelites and that same as Esau in that battle for how'd you put it? Go to page 643. See if I can pull it up. Yeah, go right to it. 34, verse 34. Verse 34.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
The book of Philo, chapter 7, verse 34. And the sacred volumes contain the most indeniable proofs of what was been here stated. The most numerous of all nations is that of the Arabians, whose ancient name was the Midianians. These people, being amicably disposed towards the Hebrews, for no other cause more than because they honor and worship the highest and mightiest cause of all things, as being dedicated to the Creator and Father of the universe as his peculiar people, and having tried every imaginable device and exhausted every contrivance to cause them to abandon the worship of the one only true and living God, and to forsake holiness and adopt impiety. Thought that they could do so, they should be easily able to get the better of them.
Mm-hmm.
But when, in spite of having both done and said innumerable things, they had failed in everything, like dying people who now despair of their safety, they contrived a device of the following nature. Having sent for the most beautiful of their women, they said to them, "You see how invincible the multitude of the Hebrews is, and the defense to them more formidable than even their number is their unanimity and agreement, and the greatest and most powerful cause of this enmity is the idea which they entertain of the one power from which, as from a fountain, they derive a united and indisposable affection for one another." But
that's good. That's the point right there, though. That's the point right there. Exactly what you said. Just like Esau, they contrived every possible way to turn the Israelites from the worship of Yahweh. How they did it today? Christianity and Islam. And guess what? It just said sending women. These religions, these ideals, they are what? They're women. They are women. You can read about that in Ezekiel chapter 16. But that's the goal. That's always the goal. The Arabians, the Edomites, take the Israelites from serving the Most High, and we'll always be over top. We'll always be in power, and then we can just do our little battles for power outside of them. As long as they're out the way, we always got a way to rule the earth. But so we can go back to the reading. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
We was at, I think, 13.
Verse 13. And Yahweh went up from him in the place where he talked with him. And Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, even a pillar of stone. And he poured a drink offering thereon, and he poured oil thereon. And Jacob called the name of the place where Yahweh spake with him Bethel. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was built a little way to come to Ephrath. And Rachel traveled, and she had hard labor. Salakia. Rachel travailed, and she had hard labor. And it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, "Fear not, thou shalt have this son also." And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni, but his father called his name Benjamin. And Rachel died and was buried in the way of Ephrath, which is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave.
There's another one we always see. We did what? We buried our people. We buried our dead. Go ahead.
And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave. That is the pillar of Rachel's grave unto this day. And Israel sojourned and spread his tent beyond the tower of Edar. And it came to pass, when Israel dwelt in the land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, Slakia, his father's concubine. And Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. Then the sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, and Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin. And the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid, Dan and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, Gad and Asher. These are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him and Pandaram. And Jacob came unto Isaac his father, unto Merimah, unto the city of Arba, which is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac sojourned. And the days of Isaac were 180 years, and Isaac gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people, being old and full of days. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him.
Okay, next chapter.
The book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Ada, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon the Hivite, and Bashemath, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebaioth. And Ada bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemath bare Ruel, and Ahabimah bare Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives, and his sons, and his daughters, and all the persons of his house, and his cattle, and all his beasts, and all his substance which he had got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. For their riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in the Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of Edomites, in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Ada, the wife of Esau, Ruel, the son of Bashemath, the wife of Esau. And the son of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. And Tema was concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Ruel, Nahath.
Hold on real quick. Let me pull up. Who knows what Eliphaz means? Anybody? I'll pull it up. Give me 1 second. But nobody? All right. I'll pull it up.
I know.
His name is the meaning of his name is exactly what they're about today.
Mm-hmm.
What chapter we at? 36.
Mm-hmm.
Eliphaz.
Chapter 12.
That's what I got.
Read it.
Hold on. What verse we at?
12.
12. Mm-hmm. Eliphaz. Go ahead, read it. What's his name mean?
God is purification. God is.
Well,
Go ahead.
That's what it says.
Keep reading.
God is dispenser. God of strength.
oh no, you're looking at the wrong place. No. So we know whose God is gold. What-
Say what Moses,
That's it.
brother made.
You know.
Yeah.
No.
No. This is
talking about-
this is
it's talking
Esau.
about-
This is
it's
Esau's. We're going through his lineage. I'm not.
That broke down all of the sons of Esau. I can't even find it no more.
I do want to look up.
It's in his word concordance. And I think it said that they was the Irish. If I ain't mistaken.
Amalek. What's Amalek? Oh, shit.
Fruit.
Oh, man. Hold up.
Fruit.
Amalek's being crafty, ain't they?
Get something.
Why when I look up Amalek,
That's what it means.
it means devil. Oh, it ain't got much mean. Dweller in the valley. Yeah, yeah, they dwell in the wrong valley. That's the problem. Yeah. So it says in the valley. It don't even say cave dweller, but all right, there's the meaning. Dweller in a valley. Petra is mountain. But Amalek's dwelling in our valley. How's that? We can go back. We can go back though. I think that's. Yeah, we can go back.
Verse 12. And Timnah was the concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Reuel, Nahath, and Zerah, Shema, and Mizah. These were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. And she bare unto Esau Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. These were dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zephyr, Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, Duke Godam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adam, and these are the sons of Ruel, Esau's son.
It said Eliphaz, that was the firstborn son of Esau. Okay. I wasn't paying attention before, but that's his firstborn son's name is my God is gold. Ain't that something? Go ahead.
And these are the sons of Ruel, Esau's son, Duke Nahath, Duke Zerah, Duke Shema, Duke Mizah. These are the dukes that came of Ruel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Holabimah, Esau's wife, Duke Jeush, Duke Jalam, Duke Korah. And these were the dukes that came of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their dukes. These are the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan, and Zeboi, and Zibeon, and Anna, and Dishon, and Ezer, and Dishon. And these are the dukes of the Horites, the children of Seir, in the land of Edom. And the children of Lotan were Hori and Hemam, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shabol were these: Alvin and Manahath, and Ebal and Shepho, and Onam. And these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anah. This was that Anna that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses, and Zibeon his father. And the children of Anna were these: Dishon and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna. And these are the children of Dishon: Hemdan, Eshban, and Ithran, and Sharon. The children of Ezer are these: Bilhan and Zavan, and Akan. The children of Dishan are these: Uz and Aran. These are the dukes that came of the Horites: Duke Lotan, Duke Shabal, Duke Zibeon, Duke Anna, Duke Dishan, Duke Ezer, Duke Dishan. These are the dukes that came of Hori, among their dukes in the land of Seir. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinabah. And Bela died, and Jobab, the son of Zerah, and Borzah reigned in his stead. And Jobab died, and Hushan of the land of Timnah reigned in his stead. And Hushan died, and Hadad the son of Bedad, who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. And the name of the city was Avith. And Hadad died, and Shamlah of Masrekah reigned in his stead. And Shamlah died, and Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his stead. And Saul died, and Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, reigned in the stead. And Baal
What's that
Hanan,
mean? What verse we at?
38.
38.
Baal
His
Hanan,
name's Baal Hanan.
Lord of something.
Yeah, Baal Hanan. Nah, Baal is gracious. So his firstborn son name is my God is gold. Then this son, his name means Baal is gracious. These are the Edomites. Go ahead.
And Saul died, and Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, reigned in his stead. And Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, died, and Hadar reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Pau, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, and daughter of Bazahab. And these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau according to their families, after their place by their names: Duke Timnah, Duke Alva, Duke Jethath, Duke Aholibama, Duke Ella, Duke Pinion, Duke Kenaz, Duke Teman, Duke Mibzar, Duke Magdiel, Duke Alaram. These be the dukes of Edom according to their habitations in the land of their possessions. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites.
Mhm. Keep going. Next chapter.
The book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 1.
No questions, right?
And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. And these are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was defeating the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah and with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto them his father their evil report. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him, yet they more the more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheep stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheep. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us? Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and his words. And the dream, yet another dream, and told it to his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me. He told it to his father and to his brethren, and his father rebuked him and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee, to the earth? And his brethren envied him, but his father observed the saying. And his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, Do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, Here am I. And he said to him, Go, I pray thee. See whether it be well with thy brethren and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the valley of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And certain men found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the men asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him and cast him into some pit, and we will say some evil beast have devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams.
So where we at?
20.
Verse 20, and what they determined to do?
Evil.
They determined to kill him. So now that's why we see Yahushua come in Matthew and say what?
Hey,
Anybody.
sure, I forgot.
Matthew, Yahushua came in the book of Matthew. That's why Yahushua came in and said what? Right, what are we saying now? Either y'all know? What are we reading about?
His brothers want to kill him.
We're reading this. Go ahead. Matthew 5:22.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5:22.
Huh?
Basically, it's almost like prophetic in the sense that Joseph would be a savior to Israel, just as Christ would be a savior to Israel.
Yeah. But we're seeing though with regards to definitely that. But what I was asking is what are we seeing happen to Joseph right now? So they determined to kill him. And then so I said, so what made so now we see what Yahushua was talking about in Matthew. And I was trying to see if anybody was on it before we go there. But we'll read it. He was so we read they hated him. First they hated him because what? He's having these dreams. The Most High is giving these dreams, and the dreams are prophecies that they are going to end up bowing to him. We are going to end up bowing to Yahushua. So what you said is definitely right. Hell yeah. But they're mad because we're going to bow to you. You having these dreams, and now they talking about what? Kill him. Exactly. So when Yahushua came back and said that it's murder if you have hate for your brother without cause, because this shows you will set in your heart to try and kill him. So it's murder already because you got to either get rid of that or you're going to do it. So read that. It's Matthew 5:22.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5:22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
So not if you're angry at your brother without a cause. Without a cause. Go ahead.
And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there remembers that thy brother have an ought against thee, leave there thy gift, and before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
Mm-hmm. So where's the one? Then he says, he that hates his brother is a murderer already. Where's that one? You don't know where's that?
Salaki, if I could say,
Mhm.
the scriptures that you just read about reconciling with thy brother and offering gifts, you know what I mean? That right there is what you were talking about earlier when you were talking about put away your idols and all those things.
And also you have the problems with your brother, go reconcile them. Go, hash things out before coming offering that gift.
It's showing you even the John, the Levites itself, but we're to learn from the Levites that we're to emulate what Levi does and his responsibilities to the Most High.
Exactly. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do two things at once. Say that again.
That just as when they would see how the arduous demands that the Most High has appointed to the Levites in the interest of Israel, that same type of reverence, that same type of attitude, so shall the body of Israel when we're engaging or interfacing with Levi. That we need to be just as pure,
Right.
Levi.
And what's Levi's job? Like one of his jobs is to present himself holy, but not just for himself, for the people. He's even with the in Maccabees, the angels told the Edomite, give Onias a gift, and he's gonna pray for you. And then what he do? He prayed. I gave him a gift, and he prayed for him, and it just shows he has to do all those things, and they'll still remain pure. So sometimes he has to what? He has to remain pure while being hated from somebody he's gonna have to go pray for. Like you hit it on the head though. It's our duty all to match that same purity and that same love for the brethren in the nation as the Levites do. It's 1 John 3:15.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
The book of 1 John chapter 3, verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer have eternal life abiding in him. Hereby receive we the love of Yahweh, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
Exactly. So that's why we're saying whoever hates his brother is a murderer. These brothers was hating Joseph for no reason at all, and then they determined what? Let's kill this dude. We got the same dad. It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't care. I can't stand that nigga. But that's how we are today. That's how we are today, because we don't look at each other as having the same father, being the same people. We don't even look at each other as being in the same oppression, the same tore down neighborhoods, having the same enemy patrol these neighborhoods and put us in jail. We don't even look at each other like that. So what we see is that seed has already been in us all the way back to this time. And can y'all stop? Why are you doing that? Give me that.
Sit up
Too
and
old for
put
this.
your eyes in that book.
Salakia. We can go back though. But yeah, so Yahweh Shai, he was, we already know, he was never teaching anything that wasn't already here in the Torah, here in the Old Testament, the laws and the prophets. Because some people, they take that scripture, them two scriptures, and they run with it and say that, oh, you angry with your brother, you're a murderer. That's the new law. No, that's not the new law. It's been a law. And it says angry without a cause. And the purpose is because with that anger, and you don't get rid of it, you eventually, literally turn to a murderer. So back in Genesis chapter 30, what?
7.
7.
Yeah, verse.
All right.
We're at 13.
Where we leave off at? 17?
Book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 17.
It was 18.
It's like verse 18. And when they saw him afar off, even before they came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. And they said once to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit, and we will say, Some evil beast have devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard of it.
What did it say about we just read? He that hates his brother without a cause to be but the other was saying danger of the judgment. What do we see? What do we see in the rap world right now? We see young black men rapping about killing their brothers, their peoples, and also major trials is happening right now. Who knows about Lil Durk? Yeah, Lil Durk just got arrested for staging the murder of another rapper.
Yeah,
right?
Murder for hire. Yeah.
Murder for hire because he had killed another rapper who was known to go around and kill other black men and rappers.
He put a hit out on Quando Rondo. I think that's the kid's name because he killed King Von. Outside of he didn't. One of his friends did outside of a nightclub.
And that's like the most popular music right now.
Drill
music, which is about killing your ops and rapping about it. It ain't hit. They put it out in the open. And guess what though? The Most High we see keeps continually bringing judgment.
He killing your op.
I mean, who do you think is leading these men to do these actions and then turn around and give up the information on a rap song for everybody to hear? That's got to be the Most High, right? Because ain't nobody. It used to be I don't want nobody. It used to be you do some dirt like that and you keep your mouth shut. Now he put a spirit out. Yeah, he's let loose a spirit in the earth to have these men do these things and then go tell it on the record. They going right to jail for it.
In Philly, he got killed. I couldn't. It was just so despicable.
A rapper?
He killed the dude, and then he went and dug up the dude's grave and smoked a blunt. Said he was smoking on a homie, and then they came and killed him because you digging up the dude's grave. Like, and then you recording, you making a music video digging up the dude's grave. Like, that's the foolishness right there. Like, who does this stuff? Like, that's how you know it's a whole different demonic energy on the earth right there, man. Mm-hmm. You've become your own idol at this point, whereas though you don't fear nothing. You're a god in your own eyes, you know what I mean, with this demonic energy. And you putting forth worship of yourself just to be seen of men. Like, come on, man.
And who's on this level of killing each other? Just the so-called black and brown and Hispanic and Native American Indian. That's it. Nobody else. So who could these people be that we reading about all the way back in the beginning? It's got to be Israel. Israel's still doing the same thing, still getting jealous, and the answer to my problems, my jealousy, is hate and murder.
And then a lot of these people they don't got the balls to stand on their square. Yeah, I mean, you see what happened with the boy 6ix9ine. He was all beefing. He was beefing with Chief Keef and everything. He had Chief Keef, what was his girlfriend, Dominican doll and stuff. He bought her to New York and stuff. And then they got to Rico and he dropped dime on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Tell on everybody. So why even do it if you're going to just drop the dime on everybody?
Even not even rap. We just Aaron Hernandez. Even getting money and fame isn't enough. Like, he's living the life of a drill rapper and he's in the NFL, living it up. Got everything he wants. And all the women love him. All the men love him. Everybody loves him. You on Sunday, damn near worship. You on Sunday every week on TV. People buying your jersey, wearing your name on the back.
that the one that was a serial
Then
killer?
he wasn't a serial killer. He did do a couple, but he wasn't a serial killer. But he didn't hesitate to pop that gun. It would be at a club. Like he got his main charge. It killed his wife's sister's husband, who was a semi-pro football player, and he had murdered him and hit him. Like we're reading about, after we murder him, we're gonna say a beast ate him, whatever. He's tried to cover his tracks. He got caught, so he killed him. He left him in a secluded area. Went back home, act like everything was normal except for hiding all the evidence, cleaning stuff up. In fact, then they started going back in history, different things that happened, and we're able to link them to different murders. Murders for simple things like in the club that getting your foot stepped on, I believe. Something like that. Something very minor that happened in the club, and his level of hate was so risen that he caught this dude outside and shot him. That's the spirit that our people got, though. It got to be this. Is nobody else does this to each other, to their own people.
Extorting people because you saying people name. You just mentioned the dude name in the song. That's what them folks did. They did that to Rick Ross. They told him, "Look, you gonna write the check, or you ain't gonna perform no concert."
Right.
I mean?
And every city got some goons like that.
Yeah.
They extort rappers. Oh, you made it. Well, you gonna be coming here. Well, you gotta pay us this. You gotta pay us that.
Come check it.
Because you're coming to my slave plantation. That's what it is. Oh, you come to my city. You gotta check in. You don't make Esau check in. Matter of fact, name a Jelly Roll. I don't know if anybody ever heard of him.
Yeah,
it's just a white entertainer's name just popped up on my mind.
Jail too.
But he can come to Philly. He ain't got to check in. He ain't got to check in with none of the niggas on Broad or in Kensington or wherever you name it. He ain't got to check in with nobody. But if Rick Ross come, he got to check in with somebody. If he don't check in, we're gonna come to your venue and somebody's gonna get hit. That's the way we are.
Yeah, man.
That's the seed that's in us. But nobody else. Nobody else it matters. But I digress. We can go back.
Yeah.
We was at 20. I think we read the whole 20. You can just read 20 again.
And 38?
We're 37.
Oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped ahead. Verse 20. Come now together and let us slay him and cast him into some pit, and we will say some evil beast have devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands and said, let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph of his coat of many colors that was on him, and they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, there was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come, and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brethren were content. Then there passed by Midianites, merchants men, And they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph into Egypt. And Reuben returned unto the pit.
We're going to have to look further into it. But first they're Ishmaelites. Then they're Midianites. So if we think back, who was the ones that deceived us in the wilderness with the women? Wasn't it Midianites? Wasn't it Midian? With Balaam?
Oh yeah, and well, in Philo it says Midianites. Somehow.
Yeah, being Arabians. But then, so we're gonna have to look further into it. But I'm thinking those Midianites, the people of Midian, were probably Ishmaelites. They were probably Ishmaelites.
Moses selected his wife from too, right? Jethro, the Midianite.
That's ringing a bell. We'll look into it. We'll look. I just noticed it though. First they're Ishmaelites, and then they're Midianites. Could just be both amongst each other.
Yeah.
Could just be both amongst each other. But I was just thinking out loud, kind of. We can keep going. We look into that further though. Go ahead. You're at 28.
Yeah. Then there passed by Midianites merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph into Egypt. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes. And he returned unto his brethren and said, the child is not, and I, whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, this have we found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no. And he knew it and said, it is my son's coat. An evil beast have devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave until my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and captain of the guard.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 38. And it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Abdullamite, whose name was Hira. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite whose name was Shua. And he took her and went in unto her. And she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. And she yet again conceived and bare a son, and called his name Shelah. And he was a Chezib when she bare him. And Judah took a wife of his firstborn, whose name is Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of Yahweh, and Yahweh slew him. And Judah said unto Onan, go unto thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up seed to the brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased Yahweh, that wherefore he slew him also.
Yeah. But what was evil? what was evil? Yeah. Why did he get slew? He spilled the seed.
And not for
Yeah. But he still took that box though, didn't he?
Yeah.
He ain't having a problem with that part.
Yep, he didn't keep the covenant. He was supposed to raise up seed unto his brother.
Yeah.
The law.
And he didn't keep that law, but he kept part of it though. He didn't have a problem taking her I'm gonna get me some. But then when it came, the seed part, he was like, I'm gonna spill that. That's going on the ground. I'm gonna teach my. Now they brag about what having a what pull out game. Pull out game. We know that's wicked. That's wicked. But yeah, you got to fulfill the whole thing. I don't understand why he was. It not just that it showed he was covetous, because when you raise up seed for your brother, that means he's inheriting what your brother owns. He's not inheriting what you own. You still get to raise up seed for yourself, right? That's why we know that you can have more than one wife. If anything, like they be talking about, you can't have more than one wife. Well, you do have a commandment that if you got a brother and he got one and he don't have a son and he died, it's your duty. It's required for you to raise up seed for him.
Yep, in your brother's name.
Well, it doesn't say in captivity. This is null and void. It doesn't say 2,000 years from now when Negroes is arguing and women is being given authority in the house by Esau or whatever you can come up with, whatever the reason be where it's debate. Can I? Doesn't say in the future when all this happens, forget about this law. No, it says, first off, it's an act of love. And it also shows that the Most High brings seed through the man, and now the man's gone, but you can still. It shows if you die without children, because we know about regeneration. Even though you don't have no male offspring, you can still be regenerated by some other male offspring that now you can come back through. So it's important that, okay, he died without his son. Now I'm going to raise up seed. And not only that, everything he had, he's going to have it again when he's regenerated.
So it's also when we look at Cain and Abel, when Cain slew Abel, and the Most High said that your brother is Abel seed cried from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He put an end to Abel.
Mm-hmm. And then he still brought. Abel wasn't done.
Right.
Abel came back through another seed, probably Seth,
Exactly.
or we don't know, but
But we see that it was an assault on the seed,
mm-hmm.
or the ability to progenitor.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So where are we at?
Verse 11.
Okay.
Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house till Shelah, my son, be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he die also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. And in process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died. And Judah was comforted and went up unto the sheep shearers
Mm-hmm.
to Timnath, he and his friend Hira and Adulamite. And it was told Tamar, saying, behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnah to shear his sheep. And she put her widow's garments off from her and covered her with a veil and wrapped herself and sat in an open place, which is by the way to Timnah. For she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be a harlot, because she had covered her face. And he turned unto her by the way.
But he thought her to be a harlot because she had covered her face. What's that show? Back then, nowadays, a harlot ain't got no shame. They'll walk out on the main strip dressed like in, I don't know, lingerie. Yeah, damn near naked. Lingerie, see-through clothing, Back then, at least the harlots still had some type of shame. They would cover their face. Didn't want everybody to know, oh, that's that help. Now it's put it on TV. Now it's the thing. There's no shame. Yeah, the shamefacedness is gone with women today. But we see even a harlot back in Genesis time would cover her face. Go ahead.
And he turned unto her by the way and said, Go to, I pray thee, let me come in unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What thou give me, what thou mayest come in unto me. And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? And he said, What pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet, and thy bracelets, and thy staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it to her, and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. And she arose and went away, and laid by her veil from her, and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend the Abdullamite to the receive.
And this doesn't mean that it's okay to sleep with prostitutes either, by the way. Some people wrong with that one. It's nowhere does it say it was cool. It just said he did it. It happened.
Judah tricking.
Yeah, Judah out here today tricking. Like, look, man, you know I'm Judah. Look, I'm getting mine. Yeah, it's not okay because Judah did it. This was a mishap. This was a mistake.
Judah's a baby daddy.
Yeah, you're gonna be the baby dad too. Go ahead.
And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend the Abdullamite to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he found her not. Then he asked the men of that place, saying, Where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside? And they said, There was no harlot in this place. And he returned to Judah and said, I could not find her. And also the men of the place said that there was no harlot in this place. And Judah said, Let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. And it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, hath played the harlot. And also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And Judah said, Bring her forth and let her be burnt.
And then that's even a little bit. That's a little bit excessive, though. The law don't say to burn her. It says she got to be put to death. I don't recall it saying burn her, though. Does anybody else?
No.
Yeah. It doesn't say nowhere to burn her alive or burn her, none of that. Go ahead.
When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, By the man whose these are am I with child? And she said, Discern, I pray thee, whose are these, the signet and the bracelets and staff? And Judah acknowledged them and said, She had been more righteous than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah my son, and he knew her again no more. And it came to pass in the time of her travail that, behold, twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she travailed that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, This came out first. And it came to pass, and he drew back his hand, that, behold, his brother came out. And she said, How has this broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore his name was called Phares. And afterward came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah.
Notice how they told the difference of these children by a thread on the finger. Esau, you told the difference because he was red and hairy, showing that he was different. Because regular twins, they look the same. identical twins, you have to you got to have some type of marker to tell the difference in that scenario. Is that the end of the chapter?
Yeah.
I'll stop there. We still got time. I thought I had set up for 39. I'll pull it up on the Bible app. So we'll do 39, then we'll end up. Or we can stop there if you want.
Yeah, we can. I mean, it's going to go Joseph going into Egypt.
Joseph going into Egypt?
Yeah, that's the next one.
All right, we can end out there then. What do y'all think?
You close there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I did want to make a comment.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, yeah, because I mean, you got plenty of time.
You remember when that man traveled in his sins? It just shows the depth. So what they did is that it was warranted for a death sentence for all of them that were all of Israel. And
Yeah.
likewise, when we look at the parallels with Christ, let his blood be upon us and all of our heads.
Yeah.
See the same story playing out.
Yeah. Yeah, but he used it to save us. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, shoot. Shh. Stop messing with her. Yeah, so we're going to close out. Oh, Compound was on there. I didn't see that. All right.
Once again, we are Hebrew Chosen Elect. We fellowship here in Wilmington, Delaware. If you'd like to fellowship with us, hit us up on Facebook. If you'd like to give any alms or free will offerings, you give that cash at hashtag Hebrew Chosen Elect. And if you would like to give anything to the coat drive as well, you can give the monetary donations at bdanny01. And like I said, if you would like to drop off any donations, hit me up on Facebook as well. Once again, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh in the name of his son Yahweh Shai. And greetings to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered to the 4 quarters of the globe. Asher Shabbat. Kwam Yashala.
Come Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Come Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Come Yashala.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.